Black-owned bookstores have long been more than places to buy books. They've served as community gathering spaces, centers of activism, and catalysts for change. In her new book, Black-Owned: The Revolutionary Life of the Black Bookstore, journalist and author Char Adams explores the remarkable history of these institutions and the role that they've played in our community. This morning, she joins me to take us inside the pages and tell us so much more. Good morning to you.
Erin.
Hello. So tell me, what inspired you to tell the story of Black-owned bookstores?
Yeah, so it goes back to 2018 when I read this article about how Black-owned bookstores were targeted by the FBI back in the 1960s and the 70s. And so I was so intrigued and I wanted to learn what that surveillance looked like for Black booksellers. So I was tracking down booksellers from that time. And so that turned into this larger project of tracking down booksellers from all kinds of time periods. And I wanted to collect their stories and to learn as much about their experiences as possible.
Yes, indeed. Well, many people think of bookstores as simply places to buy books, but your research found they were so much more than that. And so what roles have Black bookstores played throughout our history?
Yes, they have consistently been places of community and friendship and learning for Black people. And I feel like that it's the common theme that has existed from the 1800s until now.
Wow, wow. I feel like Black bookstores, and you've even actually pointed this out, that they're connected to major movements from abolition to civil rights
Yeah.
and beyond that. And so what surprised you the most during your research? Was there something that you learned that you didn't necessarily learn in school?
Yeah, so Black-owned bookstores are not typically places that I would think of that would be targeted, right? But they were targeted by the FBI, by the local police, by the IRS as well. There was just this massive effort to kind of really tear apart these Black-owned bookstores, these places of growth for Black people.
Yes, yes. Well, the book begins with David Ruggles, who opened one of the country's earliest Black-owned bookstores in 1834. Why was his story so important for you to include, and especially a good place to start?
Yes, so he is the first known Black bookstore owner, and that by itself makes him this massive figure that I had to include. And he was not only a bookseller, but he was an anti-slavery activist, and he did so much work to help free enslaved people, to help keep to keep enslaved people safe. And so his work went beyond just owning a Black owned bookstore. He is a key figure in Black history that people don't really know about. And so I'm glad that I got to include him in Black owned.
You definitely introduced him to a bunch of people for sure. Let's talk about some iconic figures that I think we all are tapped into. Malcolm X, Maya Angelou, Coretta Scott King, Langston Hughes, all of whom had ties to the Black bookstore. So why were these spaces so important to cultural movements in general? Because they're connected to such large people that are in the culture and that have made a difference in the culture.
Yes, Black people in this country have always had this deep knowledge that education and knowledge are a key part of Black growth and Black liberation. And so Black-owned bookstores are a key part of all of that work. And that's why Black-owned makes a case for the fact that Black-owned bookstores are a key part of every Black movement that has happened in America.
Yes, indeed. Well, as a DFW resident yourself, what do you hope readers take away in your community from this book, and why was this story important for everyone, not just those book lovers out there?
So I hope that people, not just in Dallas, but across the country, I hope that this book inspires everyone to go to their local Black-owned bookstore and to purchase from it and to be a part of their town's Black-owned bookstore.
Yes, yes, indeed. Your book actually includes a list of more than 190 Black-owned bookstores across the country. So for someone looking to support one today, what makes these spaces so special when compared to the other bookstores?
Because although they are technically places that sell books and sell things at their core, Black bookstores are places of community. They are
Mhm.
places where they are places where Black people can come and be together and learn and grow and to feel welcome and feel safe.
Yes, yes. Well, this book has gotten a lot of accolades indeed. You know what you're going to write about next?
I don't yet, but I'm sure it'll have to do with Black folks and Black history.
Come on now. Yes, indeed. What did Issa Rae say? I'm rooting for everybody Black.
For
That's
everybody
what it
Black,
is.
that's
I'm writing
right.
about everything Black. I like it. Very, very good. Where can we go to go get the book?
Yes, please go to your local Black-owned bookstore.
There it
Black-owned
is.
is there, yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And happy Juneteenth.